Do you ever feel like saying no is harder than it should be? It feels like if you stop being useful, you will suddenly become invisible to everyone around you. We often believe that setting a boundary is just a polite way of saying, "I do not want you here." The thought of disappointing someone feels like a direct threat to your safety and your belonging. You think that by holding your ground, you are pushing people away instead of inviting them closer. What if a boundary was not a wall but a bridge that tells people how to reach you safely? A boundary is simply the distance at which I can love you and still be myself. When you say yes to things you hate, you are actually building resentment that eventually destroys the relationship. True intimacy requires two whole people who are not afraid to show their own limits. Start by noticing the physical sensation of your body tightening when you want to say no. That tightness is not a sign of weakness, but a signal that your needs are being ignored. You do not need to build a wall overnight to change the dynamic of your life. Try saying no to something small today just to see that the world does not end. Notice how the people who truly care about you will respect your need for space. Boundaries act as a filter that helps you find the people who value you for who you are. Every time you set a boundary, you are reclaiming a piece of your own life. It is normal to feel guilty at first because you are breaking a pattern that kept you safe. Let the guilt be there without letting it dictate your actions for the rest of the day. Your value is not tied to your ability to sacrifice your own peace for others. When you start to respect your own limits, others will naturally begin to respect them too. Think of a boundary like a fence with a gate that you control. You get to decide who comes into your life and when they get to stay. You cannot pour from an empty cup no matter how much you want to help. Taking time for yourself is not selfish. It is a necessary part of being human. Conflict is often just the sound of a boundary being tested for the first time. You do not need to get angry to hold your ground firmly. Use simple words to explain what you need without over-explaining or apologizing. No is a complete sentence that protects your energy and your time. When you are honest about your limits, you build trust with the people around you. Relationships that survive your boundaries are the ones that were meant to last. If someone leaves because you set a boundary, they were never really there for you. There's a deep sense of peace that comes from finally being yourself. It takes time to get used to this new way of interacting with the world. Be kind to yourself as you learn to navigate these new waters. Celebrate every time you choose yourself over the pressure to please others. Your courage to set boundaries will inspire others to do the same. You deserve to live a life that feels like your own. Boundaries are not about rejecting people, they are about choosing to love yourself. Take a moment to think about one boundary you can set today. The power to change your life is already in your hands. You do not need to earn your place in this world. Every small step you take is a victory for your own well-being. This is a lifelong practice of learning to trust your own voice. You know what you need better than anyone else does. Change can be scary, but it is also the path to freedom. Stay true to your values even when it feels difficult. You are worthy of love just as you are. The future is yours to create one boundary at a time. Thank you for taking this time to reflect on your own worth. Remember to be gentle with yourself as you grow. Start with the next honest step, not the perfect version of your life. See you in the next one. Take a deep breath and let it all go. You are enough. You are worthy. Be kind to yourself. Thanks for watching. If you like this effort, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps support more thoughtful videos like this.